Hey everyone, today we're back with more incredible Nintendo eShop deals that you can pick up for our favorite hybrid console. Now for today we'll keep it to games under $5, and of course we'll have a mix of games at new lows and others matching previous lows, but they're all budget friendly. That way you won't have to worry too much, and for some of you, you might even have enough gold coins saved up to get one or two of them for free. If this happens to be your first time here, welcome to the channel. We cover the latest deals and new games both here and on our secondary channel Digital Game Room every single week. If you enjoy the video, consider subbing down below and join the combo by jumping into the comment section. And if you've been here before, welcome back, and thank you as always for hanging out with us for another week. Alright everyone, let's go ahead and dive in. Stay safe. Alright, we'll kick things off with 7 Horizons, which is a single-player 2D platform shooter from Red Deer Games. It offers about 5 hours of fun gameplay with a download under 60 megabytes. The retro look and sound fit perfectly here on the console, and the game gives you 4 playable characters, each with their own unique skills, so there's a decent bit of replay value here as well. Now the puzzles can challenge your brain a bit, but overall it's a pretty easy game, and right now it's on sale for just $1.99, marked down 85%, and the deal ends on the 7th. Up next we have Beholgar, which is a retro-inspired action platformer that offers players a Metroidvania-like gaming experience. The download is just over 500 megabytes and it offers roughly 4 to 6 hours of gameplay. It has a nice variety of levels and enemies, with each zone having its own set of unique monsters to take out. It plays a lot like older Castlevania games with tough combat and even tougher platforming sections. The pixel art is truly amazing here, but there are a few minor frame rate hiccups on occasion, so keep that in mind. Right now you can pick up Beholgar for just $4.99, marked down to half price and dropping under $5 for the first time, and the deal ends on the 16th. Next we have Cave of Past Sorrows, which is a unique single-player arcade-style puzzle platformer that has a looping mechanic where each completed loop adds to the next one, so that means your movements, attacks, and even the enemies that respawn will repeat the same patterns over again. Now this adds in a strategic element to the gameplay that can be quite addictive and by the end pretty challenging as well. Now while you're playing you can unlock new color palettes like with Pixboy or Feeble Light. They're just cosmetic, but it's pretty cool. Right now it's on sale for just $1.99 and matching an all-time low until the 6th, and the download is roughly 100 megabytes. Defend the Rook is a single-player roguelike with strategic gameplay that sort of plays out like a board game where we take over and play as the Rook. Now during the game you're accompanied by a few party members that can help out and heal your character, and then of course the attacks will come in waves until you reach the end of each scenario, which culminates in a pretty fun boss battle. Of course each playthrough varies a bit from the last, and there are upgrades and things like that to be found as well. Each run lasts maybe a couple of hours, and there's a pretty good bit of replay value here, but the best part of the game is that it's on sale at a brand new low of just $1.99. Now you will need a little over 1 gig for the install, so as long as you have space, make sure you pick it up before the deal ends on the 16th. Hatchwell is a single-player, retro-inspired top-down RPG that gives players roughly 5 hours of gameplay with a download around 350 megabytes. Now in this one we play as a young hero that the game allows you to customize at the start, and it features a day and night cycle with scheduled events, multiple dungeons to explore with items and upgrades to find, and of course NPCs that will send you on quests in order to save the town. On top of that, the game has a pet mechanic with different companions that you can find to tag along with you, and right now it's on sale at a new low of just $3.99, marked down 60%, and the deal ends on the 8th. Up next we have Hayfever, which is a single-player puzzle platformer with a retro look and sound. It offers more than 10 hours of gameplay with a download just over 700 megabytes. Now in this one we play as a postman named Thomas with terrible allergies, and we have to use these to our advantage in order to make it through the different levels. It's actually a pretty cool concept, and the game gives players more than 100 levels with varied environments and tons of collectibles to find as well. On top of that, the soundtrack is top tier for the genre, and right now it's on sale for just $2.24, marked down 85%, and the deal ends on the 14th, again a new low price. Moon Raider is a 2D action platformer with a download around 600 megabytes and a main story that will last roughly 2 to 4 hours to wrap up. Now in this one we follow Ava on her mission to gather moon gems that her mom needs to use in order to stay alive, and the game has tons of secrets to find, cool environments to explore, and again some pretty cool boss battles as well. The cherry on top is that the game also has local co-op for 2 players, which works great, and right now you can pick it up for just 49 cents, matching an all-time low, and the deal ends on the 6th. Morbid, the 7 Acolytes is a single-player action RPG with an isometric view and stunning pixel art graphics. It offers a main story that will last roughly 8 to 10 hours, and this is a gruesome and disturbing Souls-like game featuring epic and brutal boss battles. The environments are diverse, and the game offers a deeply narrative-driven story. Now players will find upgrades to gear and weapons and skills along the way, as we challenge the 7 possessed Acolytes with godlike powers in order to save the kingdom. Now it's definitely a mature game with mature themes, but if you're up for the challenge and into that type of thing, grab it up before the deal ends on the 14th. Right now it's marked down 80% to a brand new low of just $4.99. Again, finally dropping under $5 for the first time, and the download is around 800 megabytes. Panic Porcupine is a single-player retro-inspired platformer that sort of plays out like a mashup of Sonic and Meat Boy. It gives the player more than 50 levels with cool environments and deadly traps to avoid. There are collectibles defined, and while the game can be quite challenging towards the end, it does give you unlimited lives, so with enough practice, you'll definitely make it. Now the game looks like it could have been released in the old 16-bit days, and they nailed the retro feel. If you're interested in this one, be sure to grab it up before the deal ends on the 17th. It's marked down 40% to a new low of just $4.79. Up next we have QUAKE, which is an amazing retro FPS that's been remastered here for modern-gen consoles. The game offers both local and online multiplayer options, with online expanding it from 4 players all the way up to 8, and I can confirm it's a blast. Now with this version you get all of the original campaign missions as well as the new expansion and access to download even more content online. If you're interested in QUAKE, be sure to pick it up before the deal ends on the 15th. It's marked down to a brand new low of just $3.29, but you will need a little over 1.5 gigs for the install. Up next we have Red's Kingdom, which is a single-player isometric adventure title with a download around 450 megabytes, and it offers roughly 5 to 7 hours of gameplay with a charming aesthetic and relaxing puzzle-filled exploration. Now it's perfect for when you only have a short bit of time to jump into a game, and while some of the puzzles can make you think, for the most part it's a game that almost anyone could fire up and enjoy. I mean, it just oozes with charm, and right now you can pick it up for just $2.49, marked down nearly 80% to a new low, and the deal ends on the 9th. Alright folks, and now for our new game spotlight. Today we'll check out Adore, which is a new game that just released today here on the console from Cubite Interactive. It's a single-player top-down action RPG where we play as a young hero with the ability to collect and train different monsters, which can then be used in combat as you work your way through each of the levels. Now, depending on which creatures you've captured to bring along, the gameplay can change up quite a bit. You see, each monster has their own attacks and special abilities, so you have to play around and see what fits best for you. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay, and if you do decide you want to pick it up, the MSRP is $19.99, but there is an introductory sale of 25% off until the end of the day. And now, enjoy some gameplay. Alright folks, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and let me know down below if you plan to pick anything up this weekend. Take care everyone, thanks for watching.